shit, it's already started. Damn, I thought you'd give me a little few seconds or something. Anyway, welcome to another edition of What the Fuck, Happenings YouTube Atheist Community. Incredibly tired edition. I got like 5 hours sleep in the last 2 days. So I'm really, stop squeaking desk. I'm really tired. So, yeah, all kinds of shit, drama shit. Ugh, fuck. So I guess I'll get that over with first. I made a video on Vloggerheads. I thought, a really good vlog. I just talked about life and stuff and kind of in a personal, observational way. Not trying deliberately to make a coherent argument, just kind of throwing it together as I was talking and whatever. Just a real human vlog. That's what you're supposed to do on this stupid website, Vloggerheads. You're supposed to make human vlogs. Anyway, so these assholes just went completely wacky, just out of their mind nuts over it. And so, a ton of responses and all this crap and all. I shouldn't even call it drama because it's just so. I should have expected it. You can't even insult their banner without them with their pussies start bleeding all over the goddamn place. If you suggest it's a little bit stupid to have a fucking 3-inch banner on top of your website, but whatever. There's no communicating with human beings. You have to keep trying, I guess, but it's just so bleak. Oh God. So yeah, I'm not really. I'm just not very. I'm feeling pretty old and tired. But anyway, so I'll post a link to the page of the response videos. You can find the original video. It's called something Zoom something whatever, but it's there on the list, so whatever. But that, you should watch that first if you haven't seen it. So anyway, so yeah, that's been a big hassle. So let's just move on to Stickam. I think that's enough to be said about it. There's just nothing to say. It's I make one video there every 3 months, and it just somehow it creates this kind of crap. Anyway, yeah, Stickam last night it was a good night. I sort of enjoyed it for whatever reason. Hard to get rolling, no real subjects, just talking chattery stuff for the first hour and a half or whatever. Then we talked a little bit about some stuff, and then Pyro showed up later. He's a little bit, we won't call him, he was inebriated. No, even that's a little too explicit. He was, under the influence is too cliche. He was in a good mood. That's it. He was in a good mood. So anyway, we talked some shit for a while, and it was pretty good. Getting to the core, what's the real balls of life? What's the real substance of it? And of course, he's just full of shit. It's just like, yeah, well, we're really cool parasites. We got soft hair, or some kind of bullshit like that. It's somehow, no matter how fucktarded we are, somehow we're winning. And it's just, come on. There's a point where we're really humiliating the whole concept of intelligence, and I think we're way past that point. But anyway, but it was good. So the middle was okay, and then did some more yammering and talking and shit, and I don't know, it was okay. It wasn't bad. And then Karina was in there, and so that was good. So we talked about Muslims and shit, and Dario was there for a while. That was really good to see him again. And there's other people, other people. But the one that just kind of stood out was at the end. I was talking to Azranok, which was really not. I like Azranok, for whatever. I know it doesn't make any sense, but yeah, it just happens that way. And so we were talking. It was kind of nice, good time. And Coffees popped in the room. Coffees, you remember Coffees? And it was really. I have to admit, I had to laugh at myself. I was acting like a complete asshole. I didn't do anything stupid. I just mean that it's just so funny how, when you're that drunk on fatigue, it's just so obvious what means something in life. You get right to it. You see right through all the bullshit. You really do. You have like X-ray vision, and you see right through all the clothes and the bullshit. And you just see what matters. And I was in that sort of mood. So it was fun. She didn't talk, microphone work, I don't know, not work, yes work, I don't have no idea. She was at the coffee shop serving coffee, I guess. So whatever, she didn't really She wasn't in the mood for conversation, but it was fun. It was funny. I have to, like I said, if I was there, I would have laughed at me too. But anyway, it was a good night, I think. I really think it was. For whatever reason. So anyway, yeah, but Coughlin wasn't there. I did okay. So then we'll move on to the whole Hans thing. That was just so. That was a little brutal. 6 parts of Coughlin, from his crappy internet connection and his shitty microphone and everything else added together. You really had to work to listen to it. And they were talking all this politics crap and like almost the history of comedy or something. And yeah, that was a little bit. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. But he did the last one. It was kind of funny. But he did it. See you in the debate amendment stick-am room. So that was kind of funny. But he wasn't in there last night. Or he might have been. He couldn't have docked. I don't know. I mean, I wasn't paying enough attention sometimes. Sometimes I just don't take care of that business, and I probably should. I didn't see him in the text, so I'm pretty sure he wasn't there. But anyway, yeah. So it was okay. I mean, the last two parts of the Coughlin were better than the first 4. But that's just my opinion. But and then I did my video. I guess whatever it was, Monday or Wednesday, or I don't even know when the fuck that was. And mine was pretty excellent. Even though I had the lodestone of Jasper Alvey tied to me, I think I struggled through it pretty well. Went pretty well. And yeah, Matt kind of sums up the same oldie. Kind of just went over the same old material. But I mean, Matt doesn't get it. There's no point in going over anything else until we resolve these fundamental issues. There's no point in talking about what life means in any kind of context if you're not going to agree on the origin, on the bricks, the mortar, the foundation. Then all the rest of this shit is just shit. It's just shit. So if you're going to say the origin question is unanswerable, then there's no point in even talking about philosophy, because you got nowhere to go. All you're doing is making crap up then. So forget that shit. So yeah, we either talk about the origin of the shit and resolve that shit, or you just give up, because all this other crap is just made up. It's just singularity. Yeah, they just made up a word and said that's where we're going. We're singularity. Yeah, sure, fine, whatever. Multi-dimensional, blah blah. It's all made up. It's all made up. It's all made up bullshit. There's no point in having a conversation in that context, I don't think. If you're not going to acknowledge that we were an accident, quote unquote, of chemistry, and that we're the basic foundation of our existence is consumption and reproduction, and we were successful because we had tools that made us successful, capable of beating the shit out of everything else and winning the crude game. And it's a crude game. Nature's a crude game. It's not a sophisticated, elegant, graceful, dignified survival of the most brilliant, that which has the most character, or any of that crap. It's survival of the meanest, dirtiest, cruddiest, shittiest, biggest toothed monster. And we're just a variety of monster because we have this big brain, and so we can fuck everything over with it. And that's all we do, is fuck everything over with it. And we're possessed by the desires. Oh, no point in me making the videos over again. I mean, we've been over this shit and over this shit. I guess we just have to keep over this shit and over this shit. So anyway, I thought my videos were pretty good, but whatever. There was one guy they interviewed in between there, that DOS atheist guy, but Matt and John, I don't know, he's been like stoned for 3 months now. They were completely out of their mind, talking complete nonsense and babble. I don't even know how the other guy stood it. I don't know how he stood there and listened to this shit. I mean, I always just said, I got better things to do than listen to argue about whether the puffy cloud is stronger than the, sparky sparker. I mean, it was like some kind of argument about who's going to win a fight, Superman or Batman. I mean, it was just such drivel. Anyway, so yeah, that was just terrible. Alright, as for other events, I don't know if there really was that much to mention. I mean, I made lots of videos this week, a goddamn ton of them. So I got all the Vloggerhead videos, and I did a video to that stupid dead panda guy about the DMCA shit. Well, that one was on the channel, so it's okay, you already know about that one. Did a few Modern Mystic videos on the Economics channel. Yeah, Nick's kind of gone over the edge. I mean, now we're referring to people like, he's calling people statists now. He's become such a capitalist whore that now they're statists. because they're against the free market. Just the big government. So you can't be for regulated capitalism unless you're for big government. So you can't see any other world. And it's just like whatever. I'll have to keep poking at it, but I just don't know if there's any point. Probably not. But what else you got to do while you're here? Speaking of which, some guy's got some flag video. I mean, not flag, but tag video. Tag video. With some kind of question like that. Why do you live? So I figure I'll answer the question. What the hell? So I'll do that video sometime or other after I get some fucking sleep. All right, Karina, no video, but she's working on some ideas. She has some ideas she's working on. So she's gonna do some project type videos. Yeah. All right, Morbid Atheist did a video on death. I don't know. It wasn't one of his best. Microphone too